So, Mercedes admits defeat. Drops 4-cylinder for the V8. So they took the 4-cylinder out and they put back the V8.
Yeah.
I can't understand why they would do that.
What do you mean?
I can't understand why they would do that. It's not about horsepower.
No, oh my god, bro.
It's supposed to be about experience. And I don't know who likes big engines. Does anyone like big engines? Because they're silly.
Well, look, I think they've been having trouble selling their high-end models, their AMG 63 models, which have that V8 in it. And their solution to that was to swap out a 4-cylinder. And the resounding feedback from shareholders, from enthusiasts, was, Jesus, what are you doing? So, I don't think they have solved everything. Like, it's not like, oh, to the rescue, they put back the V8 that they've been putting in everything else. But, like they still definitely need to solve their powertrain issue, because that thing is going to be outdated very soon. It's going to be outperformed by the next generation of hybrid supercars. But it is nice just to see that engine just breathe for another couple years.
Where are all the people in the Instagram comments that are always talking about how it's about experience? Why are they not buying these cars? We need you guys.
It's true, we do need them.
We need you guys to be buying 4-cylinders so that the world can just go to faster. We need you guys. We need you guys. We got electric cars and 4-cylinders. And when we get there, it'll be because of you guys. I'm so happy.
Oh my god.
So thankful. Anyways, yeah, this makes perfect sense. How is this even an article? This shouldn't even be an article.
It was an article just because the outrage at the 63 models having a 4-cylinder was an article.
And then to think that you can desecrate the name of the C63. What does 63 even mean anymore?
Certainly not displacement.
We've gone so far off that, it's a 4-cylinder now.
Right.
What is even, it's...
Yeah. No, and BMW's making moves to, start moving their naming conventions away from, the displacement and, their traditional things, because the engines are going to stop making sense. It's the 330i is no longer even a 3-liter 6-cylinder. It's now the 2.3-liter 4-cylinder, or whatever that is. So they're dropping the I from all of their cars that aren't going to be electric. So now when you get a BMW that doesn't say I, that's going to be the gas-powered one. You get an I, that's going to be an electrically assisted one.
Yeah, and I think I'm not mad at that. I get it. Honestly, we need to talk about this. Most people are better off with a relatively slower... And, I don't even want to say slower, because cars have gotten so much better that, a 4-cylinder does what a V8 used to do 20 years ago.
Sure.
It's most people should have a fuel-efficient, CO2-respecting, just, quiet car.
Yeah.
That is what we need being put into the market for most people. But leave the enthusiast cars alone. Stop trying to shove a 4-cylinder down my throat.
I agree.
I
agree. Okay, I see where you're coming from, because build the low-end sports cars. Sure.
Yeah.
If there's room in the market, absolutely build the low-end sports
By
cars,
all
because
means.
It's fine to have those. They don't offend anybody. You know what I mean? They're not taking market share away.
I don't care that you have a C 4.2 now.
Yeah.
There's nothing wrong with that. It's just that, you got Buddy who's in his 2010 C63, and he's pulling up to the meet, and some kid's like, oh, I drive a C63 too, and he's just like,
yeah.
No, you don't. No, you do not.
That's true, dude. We have to do something about the naming. The 53 and the 63 don't make sense anymore.
They don't. This is how bad it's gotten. The other day I was driving, and I saw, a sick Mustang, and it, ripped by me on the road. And I heard the and I was like, oh, dude, sick, turbocharged Mustang. And then I was like, it's a freaking, it's an EcoBoost.
Oh, man.
It's just
dude, that is crazy. That is crazy that Ford took their performance engine and called it EcoBoost. It's not force power or cyclone horse or whatever 2 combinations of power and fast that you can come up with. They made it about the ecosystem, which is...
And honestly, if you've never driven an EcoBoost Mustang, you should drive one. I don't know if you have.
Mm-mm.
I've obviously driven it to a good extent, a lot of it. What am I even saying right now? I've driven the EcoBoost Mustang plenty of times, and it's really good. It's actually really good. I actually prefer it to the V6, which is crazy. So,
I mean, that V6 sucks.
Yeah, so which is what I'm saying. Like, most people, they sell 1 billion Mustangs. Like, put a bunch of people in the EcoBoost. There's nothing wrong with that. But, like, then you have to have the Coyote. Like, then you have, like, they've done it right. They have an engine that you can drive if you're a normal person, and then they have an engine that you can drive if you're an enthusiast. And, like, that's what car brands should be doing. Imagine it was EcoBoost and bigger EcoBoost. Right. Those were the options. That would suck. That's what Mercedes is trying to do to us.
It's facts. Yeah, no. It's also just so, like, for some reason, and this might just be old personisms, like, having one of your favorite cars suddenly only come in either, like, small displacement forced induction or hybrid, and no longer being able to get a big displacement engine is just, like, it feels like a part of my childhood is being taken away. It's, like, very personal for whatever reason.
It does. I wish I got to buy big engine, big displacement car. Obviously, I'm in La La Land now. They would never be able to produce these cars, but like big engine, big displacement cars, high horsepower cars, and like I had to like show an audit of my CO2 usage every year. Like I would take faster showers. Yeah. If I got a big V8.
Yeah. No, I agree. Yeah.
I'm taking less flights.
Guaranteed I take fewer flights and use fewer resources than plenty of people who drive like Kia, like whatevers.
What else? How do I do this? Like processed foods? What else is CO2?
Yeah, right.
I'll eat brown rice every day.
Straight up.
If you let me drive my big V8.
Yeah.
That's the answer. That's what we need done here.